John Beltran back at Denver North High School. The Bay Diggers and Denver North Vikings about to throw the opening pitch. Here the honor guard still out on the mound, and now they're honoring the seniors here for Denver North High School before the start of this game. And many venues, they do it after. But they're doing it before the start of this contest between the Bee Diggers and the Denver North Vikings. The honor guard is walking off the field, so we still don't have any clarification as to whether we will actually have a national anthem before first pitch of this game between the Vikings and the Bee Diggers from Denver.
Next is Omar Amador. Here today with Omar.
Keep in mind for the Bee Diggers to qualify for the 32-team state, the 8-team state tournament out of the 32 district team tournament for the third straight year. Brush going to the state championship game 2 years ago, and then 1 and 2 last year. They'll have to win 2 single elimination games coming up on Saturday. And again, sometime Wednesday morning to late, early Wednesday afternoon, it'll be determined who the Bee Diggers will be playing and where they will be going. The one thing you feel comfortable with Brush, of course, is that you have the top 2 starting pitchers who are veterans on this team, and Rosenbrock, the junior, and Hirschfeld, the senior. None of them will get any work today as Alec Peterson will be on the mound. He hasn't started in a while. In fact, the last start he made was against Platte Valley. Again, the Bee Diggers led 7-2 and lost 13-12, and ironically enough, Rosenbrock was the losing pitcher in that game, and he's been good all season. That was just his one rough outing for Brush. But he was on limited rest then, and it's basically been proven that when Rosenbrock is pitching on a lot of rest, like he did against Fort Morgan, like he did against University, he has pitched some gems. So, and he'll be rested for well over a week by the time he takes the mound here, more than likely for the district tournament semifinal coming up on Saturday morning. Again, we assume that's going to be a 10 o'clock start when the Bee Diggers play their 3A district tournament semifinal. They're recognizing the last senior members of the Denver North Vikings before we throw the first pitch. Again, it looks like a scheduled game start is going to be about 4:15, so in about 3 to 4 minutes.
Thank you again for being here today, and go Vikings!
And I think my guess is that there's not going to be a national anthem, so we'll keep it right here. We've introduced the Bee Digger starting lineup. And again, we'll improvise here with the Denver North starting lineup. In terms of even position players, we don't have anything right now, since the lineup was not ready. Here, even a few minutes before the game, it was right a few minutes before the conversation broke up between the umpires and the coaches that the lineup was ready. So we'll improvise. And we can tell you, though, that a right-hander will be on the hill. And Michael Holguin, he will be pitching for Denver North. See, the catcher's Thomas Alexander. Over at first base is Edson Mustashi. Yeah, this is normally the way we do it in youth baseball. I'm not talking high school, but 9 or 10-year-olds, when you get the lineup at the last second, then you start devising who's on the field just by looking at uniform numbers. Kyle Salazar is at third base. And the shortstop is Abel Gonzalez for Denver North. Over at second, Daniel Garola. Let's see around the outfield. We're picking up Hector Bracamontes is in right for Denver North. The left fielder is Elijah Archuleta. And in center for Denver North is Omar Amador. So we have identified each one of the defensive players here for the Denver North Vikings. The Bee Diggers in their maroon uniforms with the gray pants. Denver North, all white with those Minnesota Viking type colors, that purple and gold. It's a little bit of a different starting lineup than what Denver North has fielded even recently in the season. I guess all the seniors are out there because this is a young squad, a pretty young squad. But they do have 7 seniors, and I believe they're all in the starting lineup, obviously, for this particular game because it's the regular season finale. So Alec Peterson will step in for the Bee Diggers, and we finally have baseball here from Denver North High School against the right-hander Michael Holguin. So here's Peterson. Yeah, I'm guessing the dimensions are pretty hitter-friendly, especially straightaway center. No way that's 400, where you see in other fields. Opening pitch brought to you by Greg Mullen of State Farm Insurance. Home, auto, life, and health. State Farm Insurance is there for you and your family. Give Greg Mullen a call at 842-4555. The fastball is inside. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch up and in. It is 2-0. 2-0 to Alec Peterson. Follow us pitch by pitch at KSIRsports.com. The offering down and away. 3 balls and no strikes to Peterson. Bee Diggers 12-6 going in. Denver North once again at 10-8. It's already a visit to the hill after just 3 pitches. We've often said many times that first inning, especially if you're a visiting pitcher, which is not the case here, obviously, for Denver North, is the toughest just to get into a rhythm. 3 balls and no strikes to the Bee Digger catcher. Wind and pitch. There's a fastball for a strike at the knees. Count is 3 balls and 1 strike for Michael Holguin. Wind and offering, and that is low. And Peterson walks on 5 pitches to begin the game. That'll bring up Baby Matos Garcia, the right-handed hitting catcher today, with Peterson pitching. Baby has bounced around a little bit. He's been in that 6 hole, but he's mainly been in the 2 hole. That's where he's back in that familiar position. The stretch by the right-hander. And the offering. Down and in with a strike. Barely got the inside corner. No balls and 1 strike. Just underway from Denver. Between the Bee Diggers and Denver North Vikings. The offering. Swag. And a miss on a fastball. Blew it right by him on the outer half. And the count goes to 0-2. To Arnoldo Matos Garcia. Holguin looks in. Long pause, the stretch. And he steps off. So no balls and 2 strikes to Baby. The stretch. Long pause, the pitch. Down and in. Scooped up nicely there by the catcher, Alexander. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Peterson walked to begin the game. Alexander lays down the sign. And the 1-2. Called strike 3. Boy, that looked like it missed the corner. But this is going to be definitely a pitcher strike zone. There's 1 down. Now, even Matos Garcia looked back, and it was clearly framed by Alexander. Here's Ryan Hirschfeld, the 3rd place hitter for the Bee Diggers. Peterson with a 3-step lead at first. The stretch. And the throw back to first. He takes off for second. The ball is dropped over at first base. It'll be a straight-up steal for Peterson. As Mustacia, the first baseman, dropped the baseball, and Peterson was taking off anyway. So he misread the move by Holguin. But the Beet Diggers catch a break. But now in scoring position with one out here in the top of the first inning. Looking in is Michael Holguin. Looking back, and the offering. Swing and a miss at a fastball. Belt high, and it's 0-1. The Beet Diggers come off a 23-hit performance on Saturday in that 29-8 victory over Thornton. Hirschfeld was 2 for 4 in that game. Alexander lays down the sign. Another long pause. And time is called. Now, Holguin is a deliberate pitcher. There's no doubt about it. Making sure that everything is just right. No balls, one strike, one out, one on. Top of the first inning. No score in Denver between the Beet Diggers and Denver North Vikings. Again, Alexander lays down the sign. And the pitch swung on and fisted on the ground to third. And the throw to first is going to be in time as Hirschfeld is retired over there by Salazar. There's 2 down. Holding up at second was Peterson. Here's Kyle Rosenbrock, the cleanup hitter, the shortstop today for the Beet Diggers, coming off a pretty good performance. 2 for 5 with 3 RBIs against Thornton. Waves the bat from the right side. The stretch by Holguin. And the offering. Swung on and fouled off the end of the bat to the screen. Out in front of that fastball, it's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Again, Peterson with a sizable lead at second. The stretch. And the 0-1 pitch up and in. Count levels at 1 ball and 1 strike. Beet Diggers looking to break out on top here on the top of the first inning. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 2 down. Rosenbrock awaits the pitch, and he swings and grounds it foul up the third base side. Right into the dugout occupied by Denver North. It's 1-2. And 2-strike hitting is something the Beet Diggers have been working on. They can improve the 2-strike hitting. That'll make them a little bit better going into the playoffs. The stretch by Holguin. Pitch swung on and lifted into deep right center field. That one might be out of here, and that ball is up against the middle of the fence on 1 hop. Rosenbrock is around second as Peterson scores. Rosenbrock to third. It's a 2-out RBI triple, and the Beet Diggers lead 1-0 in the first inning. As Rosenbrock went the other way. That'll bring up Nico Guzman. It's another thing the Beet Diggers are working on. Go the other way. I mean, pulling pitches is nice, but not at the pitch. It's thrown on the outer part of the plate, and Rosenbrock with a nice adjustment. The offering up and away to Nico Guzman. Guzman primarily a pull hitter. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss, and a fastball, a huge swing. Right above belt level, the count levels at 1 ball and 1 strike. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at KSIR Sports for scoring updates as well. 1 ball, 1 strike. The offering. Down and away off the glove of Alexander. Count moves to 2 balls and 1 strike. Holguin, the right-hander, ready. The stretch. Rosenbrock leads off of third. The pitch. Swing and a miss. A late swing there, and a fastball tailing away. And the count is at 2-2 to Nico. Again, Alexander puts down the sign. 2-2 pitch. Outside. That was framed by Alexander, but Guzman with a disciplined eye took it. 3-2 with B.J. Hirschfeld waiting to hit next. Again, the stretch. The offering. Swing and a miss. A huge swing, and he missed it as it was on the outside edge. And the B-Diggers are done in the first inning. However, they score a run and a hit. No errors and a man left. Let's head to the bottom of the first. The B-Diggers won, and the Vikings of Denver North are coming to bat on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Here's the starting lineup for Denver North on this Monday afternoon. Batting first is the second baseman, Daniel Garula. Edson Mustachi, the first baseman, at second. The shortstop, Abel Gonzalez, bats third. The cleanup hitters, the catcher, Thomas Alexander. Michael Holguin, the pitcher, it's fifth. Or check that. He's hitting sixth. We got, let's see, one out of place here. As Salazar must have taken him out of the lineup. As Salazar will bat in the number 4 hole. Alexander fifth, Holguin sixth, and Omar Amador hits seventh. Elijah Archuleta hits eighth, and Hector Bracamontes will be batting ninth against the right-hander, Alec Peterson. We'll set up the B-Diggers defensively here with Ryan Hirschfeld at first, B.J. Hirschfeld at second, Mikey Gutierrez is at third. The shortstop is Kyle Rosenbrock. And the pitch. Fastball is down and away. The left fielder is Grayson Simmons. Nico Guzman in center. Over and right is Zane Fowl. Behind the plate is Baby Maltos Garcia. And on the mound, Peterson delivers ball one to Daniel Garula. Stretch and pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball right down the middle, belt high. The count evens at 1-1. B-Diggers looking for a third and fourth arm if they need it in the postseason. B.J. Hirschfeld went the distance, done that twice. Wind and offering, swung on and lined, and into left field, down the line, headed for the corner. Around first is Garula. Simmons gets to the baseball, and he gets it back in quickly, holding Garula to a single. And just like the B-Diggers did, the Vikings have the first hit of the game on base. And for Denver North, that'll send up Edson Mustachi. Let's see if Denver North plays some small ball here. Grass is fairly thick in the infield, so bunting is always a possibility. Peterson looks in. Short lead at first for Garula. And the pitch. Fastball is right there for a strike. Down the middle, belt high, it's 0-1. B-Diggers with a 1-0 lead on Kyle Rosenbrock's 2-out RBI triple. No balls and one strike. Peterson looks back. Long pause. Runner goes. And that hit the Denver North batter, Mustache, and now it's first and second. For Abel Gonzalez, the shortstop. And now Peterson in some early trouble with the B-Diggers holding a 1-0 lead, but that lead already is in jeopardy. Yeah, so many times you just want to take care of the hitter. You're tempted by the runners, but at this point, you just want to throw strikes, and you're only in the first inning. Hard to get speedy base runners out anyway, even holding them close. Petey looks back at second. And the pitch. Fastball is down the middle for a strike. Thigh high, it's 0-1. Yeah, Petey can develop a secondary pitch. That's what the Bee Diggers need. He's got a decent fastball, but the curve or the knuckler or the knuckle curve or even a changeup. Looks back. Time is called. Well, we should get through this game some point today. Stop, shop, and save on all your grocery needs and snacks for game time enjoyment. The Brush Grocery Cart, 1302 West Edison Street in Brush. The stretch. Throw back to second, and the back in is in there by Garula. Nice move by Peterson as Hirschfeld applied the tag. But again, that's the worry there. Hard to get cheap outs, and that's a cheap out if you can get it. And the offering. Breaking ball is lined towards left center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Garula rounds third, and throw is headed towards the plate, cut off by Ryan Hirschfeld. It's an RBI single for Abel Gonzalez. And the game is deadlocked at 1. Advancing to second was Mustache. That'll bring up the big third baseman, Kyle Salazar. Still with nobody out here in the first inning. The stretch by Petey. Looking in. And the pitch. Fastball is fouled off of Matos Garcia. No balls and one strike. I mean, he's throwing strikes. Just got to miss those Denver North bats a bit. Right now, a little bit too much contact. As a result, 2 base hits to go along with a hit batsman to begin the bottom of the first inning. And Baby got hit in the right shoulder, so he's going to take all part of the equipment and make sure he's okay. And here comes head coach Mark Muniz. Yeah, he took a nice shot there. Before your next mixer or feeder truck purchase, compare the MMI Design, Craftsmanship, and Service MMI International at 842-5161. MMI International. They continually outperform their competitors. And you want your vehicle and farm equipment to be in top shape, so you make sure you take care of them when they're in top shape. Purchase the best quality parts and accessories at great prices at your local Napa store. Central Auto Parts in Fort Morgan. Head coach Mark Muniz maneuvering that right shoulder. Baby took a big shot there, and he'll stay in the game. No balls, 1 strike. 2 on, 1 down, bottom of the first inning. Brush 1, Denver North 1. And Kyle Salazar, the cleanup hitter, with a no ball, 1 strike count. Peterson will take just a couple of warm-up pitches to make sure that Matos Garcia is okay and he can throw the ball back to him. So Salazar back in the batter's box. No balls and 1 strike. Runners take their leads. And the pitch. And the breaking ball nearly hit him. 1-1. Again, this is a non-league game, but you lose this game, your record is that much weaker at 12-7. And they take that into consideration, the committee does, when it comes to the seeding. The offering. Fastball is low. Ball 2, strike 1. Bee Diggers desperately need a double play to support Alec Peterson here in the bottom of the first inning. The sign's laid down by Matos Garcia. And the 2-1 pitch. That's low. Keep in mind, this Denver North team, they're 10-8. They played a lot of upper-level competition, and they lost to Eaton at the beginning of the season by only a 6-0 score. That's the second closest margin of victory Eaton has had this year, only 6-0. The 3-1 offering swung on and lifted on the right side. The second baseman, B.J. Hirschfeld, out in right field, makes the catch. And there's 1 down in the bottom of the first inning. A huge pitch there thrown by Peterson, and now we could have been seeing bases loaded with nobody out. Instead, 1 out and 2 on for the 5th place hitter, Thomas Alexander, the right-handed hitting catcher. All righties so far in this lineup for Denver North. Beatty looks in for the sign. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. A fastball up and in, out of the strike zone. It's 0-1. Northeast Colorado's locally owned hometown savings and loan with locations in Fort Morgan and Brush. Equitable savings and loan with financial solutions for you. Peterson comes home. Fastball is just a tad low. 1 ball and 1 strike. At second is Mustache. Gonzalez at first. And the pitch. Breaking ball is lifted extremely high into right field. Zane foul to his left. Can't see the baseball, now spots it and makes the catch for the out. He spread his arms out like he couldn't see the ball, but then found it, and there's 2 down. Yeah, that got scary, at least from a body language standpoint. Didn't look like he was calling for the ball. All right, 2 down. And here's the pitcher, Michael Holguin. Another right-handed hitter, tall and lanky for Denver North. Nice job of Peterson coming back on the 4th place hitter Salazar and retiring the number 5 hitter Alexander. And the offering. Fastball, tails on the inside corner for a strike. It is 0-1. Holguin pretty far away from the plate, but he's got a lot of reach. And the offering. Curveball swung on and missed it, tied him up down and in. Well, that's a lethal breaking ball thrown by Peterson if he can keep that up. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 down, 2 on, tied at 1 in the bottom of the 1st inning between the Beat Diggers and Denver North Vikings. Baby lays down the sign. Peterson stretches. Looks back. And the 0-2. And that ball hit him. And Holguin not happy about it. Got him on the left arm. Oh, you cannot hit a batter with 0-2. And that's the second one he's already hit in the game in this inning. Here's Omar Amador, another right-handed hitter. And even though Peterson's got 11 strikes and 7 balls, he's still struggling with his control with 2 hit batsmen. The stretch and the offering. And he bounced it in there. That's what happens. You get tentative now once you hit just 1 batter, let alone 2. 1 ball and no strikes. Mustache at third. Gonzalez at second. Holguin at first. The pitch. Low and away. 2-0. To Omar Amador. Now he's got to just groove in a fastball. And the pitch. On the inside corner for a strike. Nice job of framing there by Baby. 2-1. Throw him the same thing. Can't afford to get cute with a breaking ball. Just let him hit it. He's the 7th hitter in the lineup. 2-1. Right there. Fastball for a strike on the outer half of the knees, and the count levels at 2-2 to Omar Amador. Runners take their leads. Peterson out of the stretch with the bases loaded. And 2 down in the bottom of the 1st, and time is called to throw Peterson off his rhythm. Back on the hill is Peterson, the stretch. And the 2-2. Down and in with a fastball, barely missed, but it was below the knees. 3-2. Well, this pitch will determine whether Denver North has the lead or not. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Peterson stretches. And the 3-2. And that's in the dirt, and he walked him. It forces in a run as Mustache scores. Omar Amador with the RBI. And it's now 2-1 Denver North. Here's Elijah Archuleta. And the pitch is a strike with a fastball in the inner half. No balls and 1 strike. Archuleta from the right side as well. The offering. Swing and foul tipped into the glove of Maltos Garcia. 0-2. You had 0-2 here 2 hitters ago. And you hit Holguin. Now you got to throw this just anywhere in the strike zone. And now Archuleta calls time. We had a 2-hour and 20-minute game on Saturday, and this game doesn't go faster. We're headed towards that type of pace here. The pitch in the dirt, blocked beautifully by Baby. Only a couple of hits in this first inning, but with a 2-hit batsman, that's created a 2-1 lead for Denver North. Gonzalez at third, Holguin at second, Amador at first. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The stretch. And the offering. That is a called strike 3 with a fastball on the inner half. And that ends the inning. Denver North scores 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and the bases were left loaded. Let's head to the second. Denver North 2, Brush 1 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Denver North 2, Brush 1 in Denver. Let's head to the second inning. B.J. Hirschfeld, Mikey Gutierrez, and Zane Fowl, 6, 7, and 8 against the right-hander Michael Holguin. B-Diggers have a base hit. That was a Kyle Rosenbrock RBI triple. Denver North has a couple. And even though Peterson was able to generate a strikeout, it certainly was the 2-hit batsman and the bases loaded walk that hurt his chances there. Here's the right-handed hitting second baseman, B.J. Hirschfeld. As we begin the second inning in Denver. Here's the wind and pitch. Swung on and grounded to third. No, into left field for a base hit. Salazar to his left, but he could not get to that baseball. And B.J. Hirschfeld has Brush's second hit of the game. And the B-Diggers have the leadoff man on for the second straight inning. On the grounder through the left side. Mikey Gutierrez. Now hits for Brush. Been swinging a better bat lately. At one point struggled a little bit with the strikeouts, but now making a lot more contact. The stretch and the pitch. Swung on, line into center field for a base hit. Hirschfeld to second. He'll stay right there. Mikey was 3 for 3 on Saturday. Picks up another hit to begin the second. And here's the 8th place hitter, Zane Fowl. B-Diggers have not played a lot of small ball this year. We'll see what happens. Fowl was 1 for 3, scored 4 runs in that 29-8 victory over Thornton on Saturday. The right-hander Holguin looks in, gets the sign from Alexander. And the pitch swung on and tapped down the third base line. It trickles foul. And that's not where you want to hit it either. Hitting ahead of the runners. It's just going to replace first and second in that situation with 1 out. Luckily, the ball dribbled foul. With the left-handed hitting Grayson Simmons, the only lefty in the lineup on deck. No balls and 1 strike to foul. At second is B.J. Hirschfeld. Mikey Gutierrez at first. 2-1 Denver North. In the top half of the second inning in Denver. The stretch. Holguin delivers. Fastball is upstairs. B-Diggers are going to have to watch out for those inside fastballs, considering that 2 Denver North Vikings were hit twice, including their pitcher. Salazar playing along the line at third. Foul awaits the 1-1. Here it is. Down and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. To Zane Fowl. Again, Alexander puts down the sign. Runners take their leads, about 3-step leads for each of those base runners for Brush. Long pause, long pause, long pause. The pitch swung on and popped up on the right side into foul territory, giving chase is the Denver North first baseman, but out of play. Running out of room over there was Mustache. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Zane Fowl, the number 8 hitter in the Brush lineup. Diggers now with 3 hits in the game and 2 in this inning. So Fowl settles back in with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. The stretch. Long pause in the pitch. Swung on and lifted into shallow right field. Second baseman going out, still going out, and making a basket catch for Denver North is Garula. With his back to the infield, runners after hold, there's 1 down. Not an easy play. Hirschfeld made a similar play for Brush in the bottom half of the first inning. Here's Grayson Simmons, the 9th place hitter, who had 5 RBIs, including a bases-clearing double on Saturday. The wind certainly kicking up, as you can hear right through the microphone. And Hirschfeld's got a big lead out there. Let's see if Holguin takes his time. The pitch. Fastball is outside. Yeah, Alexander wasn't even set up behind the plate. He was well off the plate. You can spot it right where the catcher has it, but it's always going to be called a ball unless you have an incredibly generous strike zone. 1-0. Simmons awaits the pitch. And here it is. Up and away. 2-0. Looks like Holt trying to get Simmons to hit to the left side. Of course, Simmons wants to pull it to hit behind the runners. 2-0. Hirschfeld off of second. Mikey Gutierrez off of first. The stretch. And the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled. A late swing. Counted 2 balls and 1 strike. I don't know if that's the same bat that Simmons had been using. I would assume it would be, considering the game he had on Saturday, but it took him a while to get that through the strike zone. 2-1 to the left fielder, Grayson Simmons. Diggers trailed Denver North in the second, 2-1. Holguin looks back. The pitch. Swung on, line foul. Again, a very late swing. 2-2, one with a fastball tailing away. Yeah, I got to start a lot earlier. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 down and 2 on. Holguin towing the rubber again. Long pause. Alexander lays down the sign, now runs through the signs again, and Simmons calls time. All right, they settle back in. 1 on the rubber, 1 in the box. 2-2. The stretch and the pitch. Called strike 3, a fastball in the inside corner. And Simmons is gone. 2 down. Excellent pitch thrown by Holguin. It froze the Digger left fielder. Here's Alec Peterson, who walked and scored in the first inning. Looking to tie this game up with a base hit. That's Holguin's second strikeout. Diggers had 2 singles to begin the inning, but the runners have not moved. The stretch. And Holguin delivers. Swung on and popped up into right field. The second baseman, Garula, going out again. Now he's called off by the right fielder, who makes the catch, as the play was made by Hector Bracamontes. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. An inning and a half complete. It is Denver North 2, Brush 1 on 1010 KSLUR and KSLUR.com. 9-1-2 for Denver North as we hit the bottom of the second inning on a sunny Monday. Denver North leads Brush 2-1 on an RBI single and a walk with the bases loaded as well. Thrown by Peterson, who's got to get under control here in the second after 2 hit batsmen and that bases loaded walk in the first. To lead off will be Hector Bracamontes, followed by Daniel Garula and Edson Mustashi. Peterson taking some warm-ups here since he was the final out. Just got to the mound moments ago. And here's the right-handed hitting Hector Bracamontes. To begin the second, both teams have had the leadoff man on. Twice for the Bee Diggers, once for the Vikings. All right, Peterson towing the rubber. Your one-stop center for home improvement projects, Ackley Building Center, 1402 Mill Street in Brush. For flooring, paint, tools, appliances, and more. Ackley Building Center. The pitch. Fastball down the middle for a strike. Belt high, it's 0-1. Peterson gets a sign. And the offering. Same spot, it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. To Hector Bracamontes. Wine and offering. Swung on and line foul and off to the right and out of play. Gave him something a little bit too good to hit. 0-2 is still the count on Bracamontes. I get a good view here of all the city traffic. The pitch. Swung on and tapped foul behind the plate. Challenged him with another fastball. Remains at 0-2. Baby lays down the sign. And Peterson delivers. Curveball is in the dirt. Good pitch. Bracamontes nearly took a swing at it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Denver North sent 8 to the plate and left the bases loaded in the first. The offering in the dirt again, that time a fastball. Count moves to 2-2, the 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up to Bracamontes to lead off the bottom of the second. Peterson ready. And the offering. Oh, he bounced that in. Come on, Alec. Oh, 3-2. Peterson has thrown 35 pitches, 20 for strikes, and 15 for balls. 3-2. And the offering. Swing and foul tipped into Maltos Garcia's glove for the strikeout. Bracamontes goes down. There's 1 down in the bottom of the second inning. That'll send up Daniel Garula. We've got a base hit down the left field line to lead off the bottom of the first. The wind and offering. Swung on and popped up into fair territory. Hirschfeld, the first baseman, looking for the baseball, backs up and missed the catch. Boy, the wind caught hold of that baseball, and there's 2 down. Very tough to spot, not only for me, but for some of the Bee Diggers as well. 2 down for Edson Mustashi. He had did not get a base hit, was hit by a pitch with a man on and nobody out in the first. Peterson looking for a 1-2-3 here in the second. And the offering. Fastball is a little bit low. 1 ball and no strikes. The Vikings lead the Bee Diggers 2-1. 2 down, nobody on in the bottom of the second inning. Wind and pitch. Fastball is upstairs. Moves the count to 2 balls and no strikes. Petey ready. Wind and pitch. Right there for a strike on the outer half of the knees. 2-1. Mustashi settles back into the batter's box. And the pitch. Well, that got almost behind the hitter. Had to back out of the way. 3-1. With Abel Gonzalez on deck. Drove in the first run with a base hit. 3-1. The pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Went right down the middle with a heater. Goes to 3-2. On the third hitter of the inning and the second place hitter in this Denver North lineup, Edson Mustache. He does the Derek Jeter thing. Calls time every time he gets into the box, holds his right hand up. The wind 3-2. Up and in, he walked him. Second walk issued by Peterson. Here's Gonzalez, 1 for 1 in the game. Well, let's see what Petey decides to do. Worry about this runner or just go after the hitter? Yeah, this game is moving along at a snail's pace. Baby lays down the sign, the stretch by Peterson. Short lead at first. And the pitch runner going up and in. The throw to second by Matos Garcia's right there. The tag and out by a miles. Mustache as the tag is applied by Rosenbrock. Perfect throw by Baby. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Let's head to the third in Denver. Denver North 2, Brush 1 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Bay Diggers trail the Denver North Vikings 2-1 as we head to the third. Baby, Matos Garcia, Ryan Hirschfeld, and Kyle Rosenbrock will be the hitters for the Bee Diggers. Matos Garcia struck out looking. Holguin with 3 strikeouts. I had him at 2 before. Well, I had him at 1 before the last inning. Now he's at 3, actually. As he fanned 2 in the first and Holguin fanned 1 in the second. And the coveted pitcher-catcher conversation before the inning. So here's Matos Garcia. Oh for 1 officially in the game. The wind and offering. Swung on and grounded up the middle. The second baseman, Garula, to his right field. Sidearms to first. There's 1 down. As Baby hit that ground ball right off the end of the bat. 1 down for Ryan Hirschfeld. He grounded out to the third baseman, Salazar, in the first. I think Baby was looking fastball there. Once he got the breaking ball, it had committed. He was almost better off fouling the ball, but sometimes that happens in baseball. That's why it's a game of failure offensively, not a game of success. The right-hander, Holguin delivers very high. Tried to go with a breaking ball, didn't break. 1 ball, no strikes. All the runs in this game were scored 2 innings ago. Alexander gets a sign from the dugout. And the 1-0. Fastball very high, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes to Hirschfeld. Here's the wind and pitch. Swing and a miss and a fastball at the letters. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out, and the base is empty in the third. The Vikings lead by a run. Thinking of Thornton. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Same location, and Hirschfeld pulled his entire body there. I don't know if you saw the baseball. 2-2. Holguin gets the sign. 2-2 pitch. Inside. Oh, they called him out, and Hirschfeld's going to run towards first base. The throw to first is in time. Hirschfeld thought that was inside as he backed off the play, but he was called for that strike, and when the ball was dropped by Alexander towards the backstop, he fired to first. Strikeout number 4 And out number 2. Yeah, Hirschfeld was totally surprised by that call. Kyle Rosenbrock with an RBI triple in the first inning is now the batter. In pitch, curveball is high. 1 ball and no strikes. B-Diggers with 3 hits. Denver North with 2, but B-Diggers trail by a run. The offering. And that one hit Rosenbrock, and I think that could have been on purpose. I don't think there's any doubt about that after 2 Denver North batters got hit earlier in this game by Peterson, and that was expected. That's why I pointed it out last inning. That was definitely intentional. With 2 out and the bases empty, and a guy hits a triple off you last time. If that was by accident, then my name is something different than it is. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything better. Here's Nico Guzman. 1 step lead at first by Rosenbrock. Or I just won the lottery. That's a little bit better. And the offering. Swing and a miss and a fastball tailing down and away. No balls and 1 strike. You get Guzman middle in, he can kill it. But away, with that open stance and with that stroke he's got, those are the pitches that he seems to struggle with a little bit. No balls and 1 strike. The stretch and the offering. Runner going outside. The throw to second is right there. The tag and safe. Rosenbrock got underneath the tag applied by Garula. Excellent throw by Alexander. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Now Guzman with another RBI opportunity. He had Rosenbrock at third in the first inning before Fanning. And they need Guzman big time in the postseason. And again, his bat has been better the second half of the regular season than the first, which is why he's up to the 5-hole. Alexander puts down the sign. The stretch. Holguin looks in, the pitch, and that's a strike on the outer half of the, I guess the second pitch where Rosenbrock stole was a strike. I thought it was a ball. That was an 0-2 pitch. And that does it in the inning. All right, the B-Diggers do not get a base hit. They strand a runner, so that was an 0-2 pitch, not a 1-1. Let's head to the bottom of the third. It is Denver North 2, Brush 1 on 1010 KSIR. And KSIR.com. It'll be Abel Gonzalez, Kyle Salazar, and Thomas Alexander to begin the bottom of the third. Denver North leads Brush in Denver by a score of 2-1. And Peterson's line is full of 2s. 2 walks, 2 hit batsmen, giving up 2 hits. Also has 2 strikeouts. Gonzalez singled and was at the plate when Mustache was caught stealing. Michael Holguin delivering a message to the B-Diggers. He's got 5 strikeouts. Denver North hasn't had to play too much defense to get through the first 3 innings. With his 2-1 advantage, here's Abel Gonzalez. Looks like there's going to be activity for Denver North down the left field bullpen. Even though Holguin hasn't thrown a lot of pitches. Peterson gets the sign and the pitch. Fastball. I don't know where that missed, but it looked pretty good from here. 1-0. Must have been a tad low and away. Petey ready. Wind and pitch. Fastball goes right off the glove of Matos Garcia to the screen. It's 2-0. Denver North with a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the third inning. Peterson ready, and a pitch. Bounces it in, 3-0. Petey has almost as many balls as he does strikes, 24 strikes, 23 balls. 3-0 offering right there. Grooved a fastball on the outer half of the knees. It's 3-1. Simmons well off the line and left. 3-1 pitch. That got bounced in. Peterson nearly fell off the mound. It's his third walk. And here's Kyle Salazar, who popped a second in his first plate appearance in the first inning. Receiving a series of signs, about 10 of them. Only go with the last one, obviously. Most of the time, that is a stretch. Peterson comes home. Low, the runner going to second to throw, and it's late. The stolen base by Abel Gonzalez. Denver North threatening to extend this 2-1 lead. With a man at second and nobody out in the third. 1 ball and no strikes on Salazar. Peterson ready. Peterson comes home. Swung on and driven a mile foul. Watch out for a vehicle out there. Some vehicle is going to get hit. Oh, boy. I would not like to be driving along this school. 1 ball, 1 strike when a baseball game is ongoing. I mean, the traffic is right behind us. Up the third base side. And it's big city traffic. 1 ball, 1 strike. Salazar awaits. And the pitch. The breaking ball is a strike on the inside corner at the knees. That might have been the best pitch thrown by Petey so far. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Baby puts down the sign. Salazar calls time. How convenient. Visit Morgan Community College online at morgancc.edu or stop by the campus for a personal advising session. It'll get you on the right track and find out what options can help you. Imagine your possibilities, believe in yourself, and achieve your goals with Morgan Community College. Denver North's done that about 3 times already. I mean, the umpire could deny time if he wants to. The pitch. Swung on and tapped foul on a breaking ball up the third base side. Yeah, time is acceptable normally when the pitcher is pausing, but on 3 separate occasions, Peterson has told the rubber get ready to throw. He's been ready to throw, and all of a sudden time called. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Peterson gets the sign. And the pitch inside on the knuckle curve. 2-2. Reed Diggers trail by 1 in the bottom of the third inning with nobody out. In Denver. The stretch. And the 2-2. Swung on, that ball is driven on the ground to second, right underneath Hirschfeld into right field. Rounding third is Gonzalez. He will score. No RBI. An error on Hirschfeld, and Denver North leads 3-1. Perfectly hit ground ball. Didn't get the glove down. That'll bring up Thomas Alexander, who popped to right in his first at bat. A lot of free base runners here with errors, walks, hit batsman, swing and a miss. On a fastball away. Count is sitting at no balls and 1 strike. Petey looks in. And the offering. Swung on and foul back. Fastball up in the zone. The count is 0-2. Still nobody out in the bottom of the third. The Vikings of Denver North lead the Beat Diggers of Brush 3-1. In the 19th and final regular season game for both teams. Salazar with a 1-step lead at first. Beat Diggers looking for a double play. And the pitch up and in with a curveball. 1-2. Reed Diggers had a 1-0 lead. Kyle Rosenbrock's run-scoring triple in the first. Denver North has scored the last 3 runs of the game. And the offering. Swing and a miss on a fastball in the outer half, and there's one down. Strikeout number 3 for Alec Peterson. Here's Michael Holguin, the pitcher. He was hit by a pitch, so it would be wise if Peterson, I'm sure he didn't want to do it the first time, especially since it was an 0-2 count. Holguin did retaliate with 2 down and nobody on by plunking Rosenbrock in the top of the third. Stretched by Petey. And the offering. Fastball on the outer half for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Looked like Petey took something off that pitch. And the 0-1. Curveball is lifted foul off to the right and out of play. Count moves to 0-2. Willow Coffee, Tea, and Smoothies and G Sweets Bakery offers cookies, muffins, and sweetbreads made fresh daily. Open 6 days a week, 921 Edison Street in Brush. Willow Coffee, Tea, and Smoothies and G Sweets Bakery. And they're open early as well, the stretch. Peterson with the 0-2. Swing and a miss on a fastball away. Belt high, and there's 2 down. Strikeout number 4 for Petey. Here comes Omar Amador. He walked with the bases loaded, giving Denver North a 2-1 lead in the first. Matos got running through the signs again. Petey gets one of them. The pitch. Fastball is very high. 1 ball and no strikes. The stretch. And the offering on the inside corner at the knees. And the count is level at 1-1. The Bead Diggers are out hitting the Vikings 3-2, but trailing the game by 2. And the pitch. Down and away, bounced it in. Scooped up by Maltos Garcia. 2 balls and 1 strike to the 7th place hitter, Omar Amador. Petey ready. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Challenged him with a fastball right down the heart of the plate. 2-2. The inning began with a walk and an error, but Petey now looking to strike out the next 3 hitters. 2-2 on Amador. Salazar leads off of first, about a 2-step advantage. Peterson delivers. Swing and a miss. Got him on a fastball. Strikes out the side in that inning, but he does allow a run. There were no hits, 1 error, and a man left. 3 complete. Denver North 3, Brush 1 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Bead Diggers trail the Denver North Vikings 3-1 here in the 4th inning. B.J. Hirschfeld, Mikey Gutierrez, and Zane Fowl. These first 2 hitters for Brush singled in the 2nd inning, but they were both stranded against the right-hander Michael Holguin, who through 3 innings has thrown 45 pitches, 28 for strikes and 17 for balls. I guess this is common now, where Alexander, the catcher, and Holguin have a conversation before the first hitter comes up. Maybe that's just routine. I just noticed that 1 inning ago. Holguin ready. Wind and pitch. Fastball is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Pick up Rockies on deck in progress after this game. Rockies and Rangers play at 6:40. And the offering swung on and grounded up the middle. The shortstop, Gonzalez, to his left, dives, and he gets a piece of the baseball, but it's a base hit. He couldn't make a play. It was right behind the bag, and Hirschfeld is 2 for 2. 4th hit of the game for the Bead Diggers. Here's Mikey Gutierrez, who hit a solid rope up the middle in the 2nd. Hirschfeld with a conservative lead at first. The stretch. Long pause. And now Gutierrez calls time. And now Holguin doing some landscaping on the mound. Two-step advantage for Hirschfeld. Holguin ready. The pitch. Swung on and chopped to the left side. To his right is Gonzalez, the shortstop. And he's going to make a long throw to first. It'll be way late. Had no play at second as Hirschfeld got down that line pretty quickly. Or the unimaginary line. It's a base hit. So again, for the second time in 3 innings, the Beet Diggers have 2 hits from the same players. And here's Fowl. Now, the last time Fowl was up there, he popped out to second. The Beet Diggers elected not to play small ball. But I tell you, it's a thick grass. Very thick grass out there. Let's see what happens now. Hirschfeld at second. At first is Gutierrez. Fowl was squaring to bunt, but he showed his hand. And then he bunts it beautifully down the third baseline. Holguin jumps off the mound. Sets. He's got no throw. Fowl with a perfect bunt down the third baseline. And the bases are loaded for Grayson Simmons. That couldn't have been any better by Zane Fowl. And here's Grayson Simmons, who struck out looking his first time. We'll have a visit to the hill, where the Beet Diggers now looking to perhaps tie the game or take the lead in the fourth, trailing 3-1. B.J. Hirschfeld and Mikey Gutierrez with infield singles. And then that bunt single. The ball's not left the infield in this inning, but Brush has earned those 3 hits. And they now have 6 in the game. Let's see what strategy Denver North decides to employ. So Simmons will settle into the box with a 3-1. Denver North lead in the top of the 4th inning. The Beet Diggers have their biggest threat of the game. Yeah, one thing with Grayson, he had a swing earlier. Didn't see that ball coming out of Holguin's hand at all. 2 late swings, and he was called out. Alexander puts down the sign. Now the time is called. You got to be kidding me. Come on. Conference. Then they were ready to throw. They went time again. All right, let's see if we get a pitch underway here. The stretch. Long pause to pitch. Swing and a miss. On an inside fastball, it's 0-1. At third is Hirschfeld. That's BJ. Mikey Gutierrez at second. Foul at first. Holguin gets the sign once again. 0-1. In the dirt. Gets away, but only about a foot. Count levels at 1-1. There's about 15 to 20 feet between the catcher and the backstop, so not a ton of room. About the same amount of room as you have in Brush. 1 ball, 1 strike with the bases loaded, nobody out in the 4th. Denver North leads Brush 3-1. Holguin stretches. And the pitch inside with a fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, the runners take their leads. Out of the stretch is Holguin. Simmons awaits. 2-1. Swung on and fouled at the plate. 2-2. Got that uppercut swing going, and that could be very good or very bad. 2-2. Trying to protect the inside part of the plate, which Holguin threw a fastball the first time and got him looking. Swung on and missed on a fastball down and in. Again, the uppercut swing, and he missed it. Strike 3. Simmons strikes out for the second time. 6th of the game for Holguin. Alec Peterson has walked and popped out. But you got the top of the order here, still with the bases loaded. A double play gets the Vikings out of the inning. Holguin toes the rubber. If he goes the distance here, this game's going to be closer to 3 hours. Man, this guy takes his time. Up and away. 1 ball and no strikes. To Alec Peterson. Hirschfeld and Gutierrez singled foul with a bunt single. Peterson waving the bat. A stretch. And the 1-0 low with a fastball. 2-0. Now Holguin will walk around the rubber. Take his cap off. Landscape the hill. Recompose himself down in the count at 2-0 to Alec Peterson. Gets the sign. The pitch in the dirt, blocked by Alexander. 3 balls and no strikes, and now the infield will confer. Down the count at 3-0. With the Bee Diggers trailing 3-1, but 1 pitch away from making it 3-2. Peterson should be taking all the way here on a 3-0 pitch. Here it is, and it's a strike. With a fastball, 3-1. One to Petey. Runners take their lead. Holguin delivers inside with a fastball. Peterson walks with the bases loaded. Hirschfeld scores. It's now a 3-2 game. And that should do it here. There should be a pitching change. Second visit to the hill. Let's make sure that's official before do anything crazy here. But now there will be a pitching change. Let's take a 2-minute break. 2 minutes with the score. Denver North 3, Brush 2 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. It'll be Pepe Robles coming into the game. A right-hander for Denver North. The bases loaded, 1 down in the 4th inning. And the Bee Diggers trail the game 3-2 with Matos Garcia at the plate. He struck out in his first at bat. The pitch, fastball well outside, and Robles has got a major fastball. You can tell right away. This guy brings the heat. 1 ball and no strikes. Yeah, there's no messing around. He's got a blazing fastball. And the 1-0. That's a strike on the outer half. The count levels at 1-1. The 3 runners are Holguin's responsibility. The stretch. Robles delivers. Fastball is right there, same spot. Got more in the middle of the plate at the knees. It's 1-2. Matos Garcia grounded out as well. So he's 0-2. Gutierrez at third, foul at second, Peterson at first. No balls and 1 ball and 2 strikes, excuse me. The 1-2 pitch to be delivered. Here it is. Fastball is low, barely missed. Let's get us some nice mechanics, too. Holguin was a big over-the-top pitcher with a long release. Robles more compact. 2 balls, 2 strikes. With 1 on and the bases loaded. And the pitch swung on and chopped right side, foul. Remaining alive is Matos Garcia, 2-2. Bee Diggers had a 1-0 lead. Denver North scored the next 3 runs. And now Brush has come back with another run. The stretch. And the 2-2 pitch. Fouled off to the right. Count remains at 2-2. To Matos Garcia. Critical at bat for Brush here if they want to tie the game. If not, they'll need a 2-out hit from Ryan Hirschfeld. Baby awaits the pitch. And here it comes. He swings and fouls it off to the right again. Quality at bat for Matos Garcia. Has already seen 7 pitches going on 8. Oh, we'll do it again on a 2-2. Alexander lays down the sign. Now he steps off. Robles does. As Matos Garcia called time as well. So here we go. The 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Breaking ball foul to the screen. Man, what a great at-bat this is for Baby. Stays at 2, and he's battling up there. He knows how important this at-bat is. In the 4th inning, and the Beat Diggers down by a run with the bases loaded and 1 down. If you can get to Rosenbrock in this inning, that ensures that you've scored at least another run. It'll be another 2-2 to Arnoldo Matos Garcia. The right-hander, Robles, delivers fastball way outside. Well, Baby is seeing the ball right out of his hand. No doubt about it. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 10th pitch of the at-bat is coming up. And Robles has no room right now. He's got to throw it in the strike zone. The stretch and the offering. Curveball is grounded to third. Salazar comes in. He'll step on the bag for the out. And actually, it's a new third baseman out there. Either way, it's a fielder's choice. Scoring is Mikey Gutierrez. And the Beat Diggers have tied the game. Daniel Garula now at third base. That's a huge at-bat there by Baby. There's Ryan Hirschfeld. Hirschfeld is 0 for 2. Grounded out and struck out. And the offering. Swing and a miss on a fastball. No balls and 1 strike. Yeah, when you have a big swing, if you're off, you're going to be off. The stretch. And the pitch. Up and away. But this is the leading hitter for the Beat Diggers in Ryan Hirschfeld. Count is at 1-1. First and second now for the Beat Diggers after Gutierrez scored on the fielder's choice by Baby Matos Garcia. Stretched by Robles. The right-hander delivers. Swung on, foul back. Count moves to 1-2 on Hirschfeld. And again, with a big swing, I've said it a million times, you got to start real early. Real early, especially against this right-hander who's throwing BBs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners take their leads. At second is Peterson. Matos Garcia at first, and a step-off now by Robles. Yeah, believe it or not, this game's on pace to go about 2:45. Not always quality baseball. Competitive baseball at this point. And the offering upstairs with a fastball. 2-2. Well, guess I'll have to miss Dancing with the Stars. Another competitive event I get made fun for. Watching. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on, 2 in. And it's a 3-3 game in Denver between the Bee Diggers and the Denver North Vikings. Robles looks back, and time called again. Wow. We'll be here all night. Alexander lays down the sign. And the pitch up and away with a fastball. Count moves to 3-2. Yeah, I didn't plan on staying in Denver tonight. It just might turn out that way. They don't have lights on this field, by the way. Of course, we're in May, so from the start of this game, you've got 3 hours and 40-some-odd minutes of daylight. Runners will be going with a pitch on a 3-2 with 2 down in the fourth. The offering. Curveball is lifted into center field. Amador's way back towards the fence. He's got room, and he makes the catch. And the Bee Diggers are retired in the top of the 4th inning. But they do score 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. 3.5 complete. Brush 3, Denver North 3 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Bee Diggers 3, the Denver North Vikings 3 in the bottom of the 4th inning. The pitch by Peterson. Down and in. 1 ball and no strikes to Elijah Archuleta, who struck out looking. Peterson struck out the side in the 2nd inning. He's got 5 in the game. And the offering. Low. 2 balls and no strikes. Peterson looking in for the sign. More than likely a fastball down on the count at 2-0. The pitch. He bounced that in. It's 3-0. This is the number 8 hitter, Archuleta, followed by Hector Bracamontes and Daniel Garula. Stretch by Petey. 3-0. That's low. He walked him. 3rd walk issued by Petey. Bracamontes struck out in his first time up. A couple of messy line scores for sure. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, 6 left on base so far for Brush. 3 runs, 2 hits. No errors, 4 left on base for Denver North. That's because of all the walks and the 2-hit batsmen and the error committed by the Bee Diggers. Stretch and offering, squaring to bunt, and it nearly hit him. Did he square at the pitch? Did not. Did not wave at it. 1 ball, no strikes. To Bracamontes. With Archuleta at first. A stretch by Peterson. Let's throw a strike on this pitch, squaring to bunt. And there's a strike, and he waved at it and missed it. Count levels at 1-1. One ball and 1 strike. Short lead at first. The pitch right there. Boy, just missed. Looked pretty good on the outside corner. 2-1. Well, you got to get this hitter out. It's the number 9 hitter. If not, the Bee Diggers are in danger of falling behind again in this game. Two and one to Bracamontes, and the offering squaring to bunt, and he bunts it up the first base side. It'll be fielded by Peterson, second baseman covering, and there's the out. 1-4 on the sacrifice. As the play was made over there by Hirschfeld on the receiving end. And there's one down for Daniel Garula. Singled and popped out in the game. So he's 1 for 2. Two teams with winning records duking it out today in a 3-3 game in the bottom of the fourth in Denver. The stretch by Petey. And the offering. Fastball rode in. Nearly clipped the right-handed hitter. 1-0. No, Peterson's throwing strikes. He's doing a tough job. They only got 2 hits off him. Those were the first 2 hitters, or 2 of the 3 first hitters, or the first 3 hitters, I should say. In the bottom of the first inning, the pitch. Oh, that breaking ball went behind the hitter. Just as I was saying that, it's 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes to Daniel Gurola. The stretch. Petey delivers. Swung on and fouled at the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, Peterson's actually walked 4. I had him at 3. 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. But again, only giving up 2 hits in the game. And that was 3 innings ago. But his pitch count is at 78. 2-1 to Gurola. Swung on and hit in the air into shallow right field. Zane Fowl spots it to his left, makes the catch. Elijah Archuleta remains at second. There's 2 down in the 4th inning. 2 down for Edson Mustache, who was 0 for 0 in the game, or 0 for 0 to be more exact. Was hit by a pitch and walked. Yeah, this is a hitter that Peterson's had trouble, obviously, locating pitches to. If you're tired of the same old lunch and dinner menu, switch it up. Pick up something new for the hot and cold deli selection. Stubbs, Gas and Oil, and Wiggins. Fastball, a strike on the outside corner, belt high. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. These teams were supposed to play nearly a month ago, but it got rained out. The offering. Swung on and grounded left side in the hole. Rosenbrock at short has got it. Throws on the run low, and it skips by the first baseman, Hirschfeld, to the screen. Rounding third and scoring is Archuleta. It's going to be a single, as Rosenbrock really didn't have much of a play, but threw it anyway. And it's 4-3 in favor of Denver North. An infield single and an error there on Rosenbrock on an errant throw. Yeah, he probably should have eaten it. And did not eat the ball. And as a result, Denver North is back in the lead. And the Bee Diggers have committed their 2nd error of the game. So that extends the inning for Denver North. Peterson delivers. Bounces in with a curveball to Abel Gonzalez. He singled in a run and walked. Yeah, sometimes you don't have to hit it hard. You got to place it perfectly. That's what happened right there. The stretch and the 1-0. Bounces in a fastball. 2-0. To Abel Gonzalez. Vikings have reclaimed the advantage in the bottom of the 4th inning. The pitch. Swung on, grounded right up the middle for a base hit into center field. Rounding third as the courtesy runner throw to the plate will not be made. It's 5-3. Abel Gonzalez with his 2nd RBI single of the game. As crossing home plate was Christian Robles. With a 2-run advantage, once again, Kyle Salazar, who was 0 for 2, popped out and reached on an air, will now bat. Oh, those 2-out runs are huge. At every level, and Denver North has proven that here in this inning. The stretch. Peterson delivers, pitch out, runner going to second. Matos Garcia throws, and the tag, and safe. Gonzalez slid around it beautifully. Hirschfeld applied it, but that's the right call. He slid around that one. And here is Salazar with a 1-0 count. Yeah, the throw beat him, but he slid on the outside of the bag. The stretch by Petey. And the 1-0 pitch. And the breaking ball hit Salazar in the lower leg. Third hit batsman. Here's John Hirschfeld Jr. out to the mound. Thomas Alexander due up. All the scoring with 2 down in the bottom of the 4th inning. Updating the line score, 5 runs on 4 hits for Denver North, 3 runs on 6 hits for the B-Diggers. But the B-Diggers have not only committed 2 errors, they've stranded 6 to 4 for the Vikings. Oh, let's see if Petey can retire Alexander. The B-Diggers still have 9 outs to play with. Oh, here we go. Gonzalez at second, Salazar at first. 5-3 Denver North in the bottom of the 4th inning. The stretch. Peterson delivers. Swung on and fisted on the ground to short. Charging as Rosenbrock throws to first and in time. And the inning is finally over. Denver North, though, scores 2 runs on 2 hits and error and 2 men left. 4 complete in Denver. Denver North 5, Brush 3. This is 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. 4, 5, and 6 for the B-Diggers as we head to the top of the 5th inning in Denver. Denver North leads Brush 5-3. That means Kyle Rosenbrock, Nico Guzman, and B.J. Hirschfeld will step in against the power-throwing right-hander, Pepe Robles. Rosenbrock had that RBI triple in the 1st inning, and then was hit by a pitch against the starting pitcher, Michael Holguin, who, by the way, is not the pitcher of record. You got to go 4 innings in high school baseball to be the pitcher of record. Did not last through the 4th. And even if he did, the B-Diggers came back to tie the game. So Pepe Robles is the pitcher of record right now for Denver North. So here's Rosenbrock. The opening pitch of the top of the 5th inning is a fastball down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. To Kyle. Laying down the sign is Alexander. And the offering. Swing and a miss at a fastball. Bell tie and the count levels at 1-1. Alexander gets the sign from the dugout, relays it to the pitcher, and Robles delivers. Swung on and fisted towards left center field. To his right is Amador. He's under it, makes the catch. And there's 1 down. Didn't hit it hard, but hit it fairly far considering it was off his fist. By the way, Judah Wilbur is the second baseman. He was the second baseman as soon as Robles took the hill. Nico Guzman has struck out twice. Once swinging, once looking. Swing and a miss with a fastball. At the letters. It just looks like he's late. Got to start early with a big swing. Got to start early. No balls and 1 strike. And the offering. Yep, late again. Swing and a miss and a fastball on the outside edge. 0-2 to the B-Digger center fielder. Guzman ready. Robles shakes off a sign. I don't know what he would want to throw besides a fastball after the success on the first 2 pitches. One in the 0-2. A little bit low. Took something off it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Nico Guzman. 1 out and the base is empty in the 5th. The Beet Diggers trail by 2. And the offering swung on and popped up into foul territory along the right field line and out of play. And that's Nico's pitch. That was down in the zone. That pitch around the knee level, he hits that pitch well. It's those pitches that are belt high and above, especially those at the letters that can give him trouble. And the offering, curveball is swung on and popped up into shallow right field. Bracamontes gives way to the second baseman, Wilbur, who makes the catch. He was about 7 steps out into right field, and there's 2 down. But a nice adjustment by Nico there, at least making contact. Didn't want to go down on strikes for a 3rd time. 2 down in the 5th inning for B.J. Hirschfeld, who singled twice. Bottom of the order's done a nice job. Let's say the 6 and 7 hitters, they both have 2 hits apiece. Fastball is a strike on the outer half of the knees. No balls and 1 strike to B.J. Hirschfeld. And the offering swung on and chopped to the left of the mound. Waiting for it as Robles fires to first, and he threw it away down the right field line. And Hirschfeld to second. A careless play there by the pitcher on an easy chopper. And at second is B.J. Hirschfeld. Mikey Gutierrez is 2 for 2. First error of the game committed by Denver North. The Trojans still do not have a 1-2-3 inning. Beet Diggers have had base runners in every frame. Well, let's see if the hot-hitting Gutierrez can keep it up. 3 for 3 on Saturday, 2 for 2 so far in this game. The pitch. Fastball is down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Hirschfeld off of second. And the 1-0 pitch outside. 2-0. The Beet Diggers down by 2 in the top of the 5th inning with 1 on and 2 down. Now Alexander will speak to Robles. With a 2-ball, no strike count. We are coming up on 6 o'clock, and you are listening to 1010 KSIR, Brush, Fort Morgan, Greeley. I'm John Beltran, live from Denver North High School, where the Beet Diggers are down 5-3 in the 5th inning in this regular season finale. And the pitch, fastball is upstairs. 3-0. Keep in mind, we'll pick up the Rockies in progress after the game against the Texas Rangers. The 3-0 offering right there for a strike. Count moves to 3-1. Game did start about 4:15, so we're an hour 45 in. Off of second is B.J. Hirschfeld. Looking back is Pepe Robles. And the pitch outside corner for a strike. Boy, that was framed, though. 3-2. That was framed a ton by Alexander, but that's being called all day. Three, 2 pitch coming up. Gutierrez awaits. And here it is. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Gutierrez retired for the first time in a couple of games. No runs, no hits. 1 error and a man left. We played 4.5. It's Denver North 5, Brush 3 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Nico Guzman is the new pitcher for the Beet Diggers. It's a 5-3 game. Alec Peterson's going to be in center field. So Baby should still be catching out there. And he's coming out. So those are the changes as Denver North leads Brush 5-3. As we said about Nico all season, every time he takes the hill, he's got a live arm. And a great arm, but he's got to keep it in the strike zone. That's been an issue. Throwing those strikes, and then he'll be okay. Denver North will send up the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Judah Wilbur will lead off. Batting for the first time in this game. Now playing second base. Denver North has no left-handed hitters in this lineup. It's all from the right side. B-Diggers have all righties in their lineup except Grayson Simmons. So here's Guzman to begin the bottom of the 5th inning, and the B-Diggers down by a deuce. Wind and pitch. Fastball is inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Nico ready, and the 1-0. Fastball strike. Over the heart of the plate at the knees, it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. B-Diggers down by 2 in the bottom of the 5th inning. And the offering. Fastball right down the heart of the plate, it's 1-2. To the right-handed hitting second baseman, Judah Wilbur. Guzman gets the sign. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and chopped to the right side. The first baseman, Hirschfeld, along the line, makes the play as he steps in the bag. 1 out for Omar Amador. Amador walked and struck out swinging, so he's 0 for 1. And that time Guzman was just himself there. Nothing but BBs challenging that Denver North hitter. And that fastball, I don't know where it missed. Wow, even Matos Garcia held the ball for a second. That is crazy. 1 ball, no strikes. I have no idea where that missed. That's been the same location for strikes throughout the course of this game. 1-0. And missed again somehow. A little bit high, 2-0. Nico and Baby Matos Garcia look a little frustrated. I don't blame them. 2 balls and no strikes. I have no idea where the first pitch definitely was a strike. The second, I could see a little bit high. 2-0. Fastball's inside. 3-0. Three balls and no strikes to Omar Amador. Wind and pitch. Fastball, a strike on the inner half. And it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Guzman ready. The pitch. That's upstairs, and he walked him. That'll bring up Elijah Archuleta, struck out looking and walked. Officially 0 for 1 in the game. Five to 3 Denver North in the bottom of the 5th. 1 on and 1 out. The pitch. Fastball is a strike on the inside corner. No balls and 1 strike. Guzman at the belt and the pitch. Right there, strike 2. Fastball tailing in. 0-2. Matos Garcia puts down the sign. Stretch and the 0-2. Swing and a miss at a fastball running in. And there's 2 down. Nico Guzman with his first strikeout. That'll bring up Hector Bracamontes, who struck out swinging and reached on a sac bunt. And And that was nothing but straight gas there by Guzman. The stretch and the pitch. Off the glove of Matos Garcia. That'll be a pass ball. It's a strike. And the second is Amador. One ball, no strikes. The stretch and the pitch. Right there, make it no balls and one strike now, 0-2. To Bracamontes. This is the number 9 hitter in the lineup, Guzman ready. And the 0-2, up and in. One ball, two strikes. One strike away from keeping the Big Diggers down by 2 runs. The pitch. Swing and a miss as Bracamontes strikes out, and Nico Guzman does the job in the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. 5 complete. Denver North 5, Brush 3 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. It'll be Zane Fowl, Grayson Simmons, and Alec Peterson, 8, 9, and 1 to begin the 6th inning in Denver. Denver North 5, Brush 3. Fowl popped out and reached on an infield single, bunt single, beautiful single. Beautiful bunt, I should say, down the third base side. And Pepe Robles now beginning the 6th. His second full inning of work here, assuming he gets through it. Big Digger scored a run in the first, 2 in the fourth. Denver North 2 runs in the first, 1 in the third, and they broke a 3-all tie with 2 in the fourth. And here is Zane Fowl. And the right-hander delivers. Swung on and grounded right back to Robles. Throws to first, and there's one down. One down for Oscar Soto. He's going to hit in this 9-hole for the first time in the game. Soto's got a lot of punch in that bat. Going to have to get an early swing against this right-hander. Wind and pitch. Swung on and popped up into foul territory down the left field side, and it's out of play. No balls and one strike. Need a quick trigger against this right-hander, Robles. No balls and one strike. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on and foul back. Count is at 0-2. With Alec Peterson waiting to hit next. No balls and 2 strikes. And the offering swung on and fouled off to the left and out of play onto the street. Remains at 0-2. To Oscar Soto, 5-3 Denver North. 1 down and the base is empty in the top of the 6th inning. There's the wine and the offering. A little bit low and away. Boy, that's a tough take there, but he did it. The count moves to 1-2. Soto ready, and the pitch. Breaking ball is down and away. Ball 2, strike 2. Soto looks like he's leveling out that swing a bit. That's why he's made contact, even though he hasn't put it in play yet. He's got to watch out for that high fastball. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and grounded to the right side. Second baseman Wilbur in the hole makes the play, throws to first. And Soto's retired. Judah Wilbur to his left. Made a fantastic play, and there's 2 down. Here's Alec Peterson, who's walked twice and popped out. He's 0 for 1. Beediggers will send the heart of the order up in the 7th if they don't string together some hits here in the 6th. Wind and pitch. Fastball is down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Beediggers had a very, very brief lead in the game at 1-0 on Rosenbrock's run-scoring triple in the top of the first inning. Here's the wind and the 1-0. Fastball, a strike on the outer half, thigh high. Levels the count at 1-1. Alexander lays down the sign. 1-1 pitch in the dirt. Ball 2, strike 1. We'll pick up the Rockies and Rangers in progress. The game starts in 25 minutes. We could be over with this game at that time. And the pitch swung on, lined on one hop to the shortstop, Gonzalez. He sets, he throws, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Pepe Robles. To the bottom of the 6th, we go after the break. Denver North 5, Brush 3. This is 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. It'll be the top of the lineup, Daniel Garola, Edson Mustache, and Abel Gonzalez for Denver North. They lead the Beediggers a brush 5-3 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Nico Guzman struck out a couple in the bottom of the 5th inning. And if Brush can keep this at a 5-3 game, they'll have their 2, 3, and 4 hitters and maybe more coming up in the 7th. And Guzman was pretty spot on there in the 5th inning with those couple of strikeouts. So here's Garola. Wind and pitch. Fastball is swung on and popped up down the right field line. Soto with a long run into foul territory. And it's just strike 1. So strike 1 to Garola. As that ball was twisting away from the Beedigger right fielder. Guzman gets the sign from Matos Garcia. Winding the pitch. Swung on and fouled back with a fastball up at the letters. And it is 0-2. On Garola. 1 for 3 officially in the game. Guzman steps off. A long game for only a 5-3 contest. We're over 2 hours. Wind in the pitch. Swung on. That ball is lifted into right field. The second baseman, Hirschfeld, is out, and it drops right in front of Soto in right field for a base hit. Well, not hit very hard, but hit in the perfect spot. That'll bring up Edson Mustache, hit by a pitch, walked and singled. Not been retired today. He's 1 for 1. Well, that's too bad. I think it was just a pop-up. The pitch. Fastball, a strike. On the outer half, it's 0-1. Can't allow an insurance run with the way Robles has been throwing today for Denver North. Guzman looks in. And the offering. Fastball running inside. Levels the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Bottom half of the 6th inning, Denver North leads Brush 5-3. That's a huge lead at first. And the pitch swung on and fisted, and it's going to be caught by Guzman. Well, that really fisted. 1 down. One down for Abel Gonzalez. Gonzalez is 2 for 2 with a couple of RBIs. And the pitch. Fastball is inside. 1 ball and no strikes. B Diggers at double play depth. Haven't had too many chances today in the infield. The pitch. Overthrew it extremely high. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. The stretch by Guzman. The pitch. Inside corner with a fastball for a strike. It's 2-1. With 1 down in the bottom of the 6th inning. Guzman peeking back the pitch. Swung on and tapped foul. The breaking ball to the screen. Count moves to 2-2. B Diggers will have just a few days to practice before playing on Saturday. This is the last day of the regular season for virtually every team. Most of them had their seasons come to an end on Saturday. B Diggers are normally done by now, but they had to get this game in as part of a makeup. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, 1 on. The pitch. Swung on and driven into right field. Soto is going back. He misjudged it terribly as he came in, and the ball goes over his head off the bottom of the fence. To third is Garola. He'll hold right there. It's a double for Abel Gonzalez. But Soto misjudged that one big time. He came in 2 steps and it went over his head. Now 2nd and 3rd. And the hitter for Denver North will be Kyle Salazar. That actually could have been a very makeable play if you start back. Salazar's 0 for 2. Well, Soto hasn't played much defense this year, and you're putting him into a tough spot out there in right field. I don't think he's been out there at all this year. If he was, it was early on in the season. Conference on the B Diggers are going to have to play the infield in. Yeah, home plate umpire is going to have to break this thing up. So here we go with Salazar at 0 for 2 in the game, hit by a pitch in his last plate appearance. And now batting for Denver North. Guzman ready. Wind and pitch. Swung on and fisted foul. Out of play off to the right. No balls and 1 strike. The infield is playing in, down by 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning, with only 1 out, runners at 2nd and 3rd. Garola and Gonzalez at 3rd and 2nd, respectively. Salazar calls time. With a no ball, 1 strike count. 5-3 Denver North. Guzman shakes off a sign, accepts the other one. And the pitch. The breaking ball is a strike on the inside corner. It's 0-2. Guzman had 2 strikeouts in the 5th inning. Could use another one now. And then force Thomas Alexander to get on base to score the run. And the 0-2 pitch. Took it high with a fastball, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Wind by Guzman. And the pitch. Swung on and lifted down the right field side. That is twisting foul. And it remains at 1-2. Boy, they're giving Soto a workout over there. Remains at 1-2. To Kyle Salazar. Again, as soon as this game is over, we'll get to the Rockies with first pitch at 6:40 from Coors against the Texas Rangers. Let's see. Come on, Nico. Strike him out. At this point, keeps the team in the game. Wind. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. The ball is dropped by Matos Garcia, but it doesn't matter. The hitter was headed towards the dugout. There's 2 down. Looked like he took something off it. Third strikeout by Nico. Here's Thomas Alexander, who's popped out, struck out, and grounded out. He's 1 for 3. Check it, 0 for 3. Wind and pitch. Fastball is down and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Well, this is the game right here for Brush. If they score another run, if Denver North does, they're in trouble. And that's down and away with a fastball. 2-0. Do have a base open with Judah Wilbur on deck. Two balls and no strikes. Wind and pitch. Swung on, line to right field. Soto coming on, and he plays it on a hop. Wow. Around third and scoring is Abel Gonzalez behind Garola on the third of the plate. It's a 2-run single for Thomas Alexander. 7-3 in favor of Denver North. I'm telling you, they have been giving Soto a workout out there. They've gone to him every time in this inning. Here's Judah Wilbur. And that pretty much broke the game wide open. B-Diggers will have their chances with the heart of the lineup up. But after that 2-run single, they're now in big trouble. So Wilbur will now bat. And those were makeable plays, but again, Soto hasn't been out there. It's a tough situation to put that kid in. And you run the risk. The risk didn't pay off. The pitch. Swung on and chopped right back to Guzman, and he will throw to first, and that will retire the side as Denver North is done in the bottom of the 6th inning, but they pick up 2 monumental runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. Let's go to the 7th. Denver North 7, Brush 3 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. All right, there's a new pitcher out there, Abel Gonzalez, the new pitcher, is in there now for Denver North. Alberto Gonzalez, the new shortstop. 7-3. Denver North as we head to the 7th inning. It'll be Arnoldo Matos Garcia, Ryan Hirschfeld, and Kyle Rosenbrock. And Matos Garcia is 0 for 3. Struck out looking, grounded out, and hit into a fielder's choice. Another right-hander. For Denver North, the 3rd of the game. So here's Baby. Wide and pitch. Fastball is inside. A little bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Another hard-throwing right-hander for the Vikings. 1-0. Swung on and fouled back. Evens the count at 1-1. B-Diggers will nearly have the same record as they did a year ago. They were 13-6 during the regular season last year. The pitch bounces in from Abel Gonzalez, 2-1. Gonzalez has been excellent at the plate, looking to put together the final 3 outs here. 1 ball and 1 strike, and the offering. Fastball is on the inside corner for a strike. It's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Matos Garcia. Wind and pitch. Bounces it in. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the opening hitter here in the 7th. Baby Matos Garcia. Denver North 7, Brush 3. Alexander lays down the sign. The pitch. Inside. Must have missed one there. That was a 3-2 pitch. He walked him. Well, the B-Diggers have woken up here. Let's see if I can do the same. Ryan Hirschfeld will now bat. He grounded out, struck out, and popped out. Popped to center in his third at bat. He's 0 for 3. So Matos Garcia reaches on a walk to begin the 7th. And here's Hirschfeld. The stretch. And the offering. Bounces in and gets away from the catcher Alexander to second of the wild pitch is Matos Garcia. ACI proudly supports local high school sports throughout Northeast Colorado. Get AC Ice at any local grocery or convenience store near you. And B&B Appliance carries a full line of in-stock and ready-to-be-delivered Whirlpool appliances. With the world moving towards more green energy, recycle the old and get in with the new. New appliances, that is, at B&B Appliance. 1 ball, no strikes. The stretch. Pitch to Hirschfeld. Fastball is low. 2-0. B-Diggers trying to make this interesting in the final game of the season. 2 balls and no strikes to Hirschfeld. Abel Gonzalez doing everything well, but on the mound right now, he's trying to find the zone. And that one is low. 3-0. He just walked Matos Garcia in a 3-2 pitch. 3 balls and no strikes. Alexander's 2-run single now. Boy, that looks big. 3-0 pitch. Right there for a strike down the middle at the knees. 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. And the offering, and that is low and away. 2 walks to open the 7th. And Kyle Rosenbrock is up. He's tripled, driving in a run, hit by a pitch, and popped out. No, he is 1 for 2 in the game. Well, this game is far from over, especially if Gonzalez cannot locate the strike zone. Alexander lays down the sign. The stretch. Pitch to Rosenbrock. Fastball is a strike. On the outer half belt high, it's 0-1. Good take there by Rosenbrock. You've just walked 2 hitters. You don't want to go up there swinging at the first pitch. Matos Garcia at second. Jaron Peterson, the courtesy runner at first. 0-1. Swung on and foul back. Went with a fastball down the middle. 0-2. Oh, this is when you got to prove yourself as a hitter. No balls and 2 strikes. Again, Alexander lays down the sign. And the pitch. Curveball swung on and foul back. Remains at 0-2. Now Rosenbrock is swinging at anything in the zone. Even some of the ball zone if he has to extend the at-bat. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, nobody out. 7-3 Denver North in the 7th. The pitch in the dirt, and it skips away to the screen. Matos Garcia to third. Peterson into second. Scored a wild pitch. The tying run is on deck if Rosenbrock reaches. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Looking in is the right-hander Abel Gonzalez. And the pitch swung on and lifted into shallow right center field. Running in, still running, and making the catch. As tagging up at third is Matos Garcia the throw, and he slides, he's in there. Peterson to third on the sac fly by Rosenbrock as Bracamontes made the play, and there's 1 down. Denver North now with a 7-4 advantage. Nico Guzman is 0 for 3. Struck out twice and popped out. B-Diggers still have the tying run on deck if they can get another man on. The pitch. Swung on and fouled at the plate. On a fastball, diving in. No balls. And 1 strike. On Nico Guzman. The stretch. And the offering. In the dirt. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. To Nico Guzman. Getting the sign is Gonzalez. And the pitch. Fastball outside. 2-1. With B.J. Hirschfeld, who's had a good day on deck, and Mikey Gutierrez also has a couple of hits right behind him. 2-1 to Guzman. Critical pitch here to be made by Gonzalez. Here it is. Swung on and lifted foul off to the right, not a play. Try to jam him with a fastball. It's 2-2. The B-Diggers trail by 3 in the top half of the 7th inning. Two balls and 2 strikes to Guzman. The stretch. And the offering. Outside, it's 3-2. Oh, this is the pitch right now. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Nico. The stretch by Gonzalez. The right-hander comes home. And he bounces it in, skips away. Peterson comes to the plate. The tag to slide, and he's going to be out at the plate. Oh, why take that chance if you're the B-Diggers? Oh, they took a horrible chance. And there's 2 down. That ball barely got away. And Peterson is out at the plate as the tag was applied by Gonzalez. Oh, just a horrendous risk by Brush there. That ball was not too far away from the catcher. And that's going to kill pretty much the rally here. Here's B.J. Hirschfeld, who's 2 for 3. The stretch and the offering. Fastball is a little bit low. 3rd walk of the inning, and yet the B-Diggers gave them an out. The stretch by Gonzalez. And the pitch. Down and in. 2-0. Wow, that just hurts badly. That is just giving away an out. Big time. Colorado Plains Medical Center, where expertise matters. A level 3 trauma center. They can handle any type of emergency. Colorado Plains Medical Center. 2 balls and no strikes. We could have been a 1st and 3rd with 1 out, and perhaps the bases loaded if Hirschfeld were to reach on a walk. Instead, Abel Gonzalez has got a hitter to play with here. Two balls and no strikes. The stretch. And the offering. In the dirt with a fastball. 3-0. Mikey Gutierrez will hit next. 7-4 Denver North with 2 down and 1 on in the top of the 7th inning in Denver. Stretch by Gonzalez. 3-0. Strike 1. Fastball down the middle. 3 balls and 1 strike. Short lead for Guzman. 3-1 pitch. Bounces it in. The 1st and 2nd after the 4th walk of the inning. Mikey Gutierrez has singled twice and struck out. He's the tying run. More of a line drive hitter. Well, let's see if he can stroke one up right here. The stretch. Long pause and the time is called. Yeah, Gonzalez wants to cheap out like he just got. I don't blame him. He's walked 4 in the inning. Only outs are a sac fly and then a runner trying to score on a ball that barely got away from Alexander. The stretch. Long pause. They better call time again. I mean, Gonzalez right now is not even focused on the hitter. He wants to get one of those runners out to end the game. The stretch. And the pitch inside with a strike. Wow. Looked like it backed him off the plate, but it's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Gutierrez digs in. And the offering. Fastball down and away. This will be the 30th pitch of the inning thrown by Gonzalez coming up. 1 ball, 1 strike. With 2 down, 2 on, and 1 in. Denver North 7, Brush 4 in the 7th inning. A stretch by the right-hander. And the pitch. That's a strike right there at the knees. Gutierrez knew it. It's 1-2. Well, I thought he'd be going for that one. I don't know why he didn't swing at that, but now he's going to have to. Anything close with 2 strikes. Alexander lays down the sign. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Swung on, driven to right field, to his right. Bracamontes makes the catch! As he jumped to make that catch on a ball hit extremely hard by Mikey Gutierrez, and Denver North wins the game 7-4. Let's take a 1-minute break. We'll come back with a recap on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Beat Digger Post-Game Show is brought to you by Buildings by Design. Knowing who you can trust to do a good job is the tough part nowadays, but when you hire Buildings by Design, you can trust you get the building you want when you want it and at the quality you deserve. That's Buildings by Design as the Denver North Vikings defeat the Brush Beat Diggers by a score of 7-4. 7 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, 8 left on base for Denver North. 4 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors, 9 left on base for the Beat Diggers. Pepe Robles gets the victory and relief, and the loss goes to Alec Peterson. Time of the game, 2 hours and 27 minutes. Beat Diggers got on the board first on Kyle Rosenbrock's RBI triple in the first inning, making it 1-0. Abel Gonzalez drove in a run in the bottom of the first inning. Then Omar Amador walked with the bases loaded. It was 2-1. Then it was 3-1 as Gonzalez would score on a Beat Digger error in the 3rd inning. But then Alec Peterson had a bases loaded walk in the 4th. Arnoldo Matos Garcia with a fielder's choice deadlocked the game at 3. But back came Denver North at the bottom of the 4th inning as Elijah Archuleta scored on another Beat Digger error. Abel Gonzalez with an RBI single, making it 5-3. And then the all-important 2-out, 2-run single by Thomas Alexander in the bottom of the 6th inning made it 7-3. Rosenbrock would close it out with a sac fly in the 7th inning, but the Beat Diggers would lose the game 7-4. Denver North ends their regular season with an 11-8 record. The Beat Diggers fall to 12-7. We'll find out on Wednesday morning or perhaps as late as early Wednesday afternoon where the Beat Diggers will be headed for the 3A District Tournament beginning on Saturday, that is, on the road. All right, the Rockies and Rangers are coming up next. Final score of this game as we thank our sound engineer producer, Rose Condas, for today's work. I'm John Beltran. Denver North defeats Brush in Denver 7-4 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.